With the Rams losing yesterday and the Lions winning, the Lions' 2 picks in the first round will be the 6th selection and the 18th selection. And I know at one point it looked like, wow, he might have, 2 top 10 picks. He got 1. And it's not the one you thought going into the season. So it's okay. It's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. And
Yep.
it would have been better, obviously, if the Lions could have gotten a better pick out of the Rams. But I still have no qualms about them winning yesterday. So what was it? If the Lions would have lost, they would have had 16th instead of 18th or 15th instead of 18th, I think.
15.
Yeah, okay.
I was talking to John a little bit before the show about this, and I just said, you know what? Positionally, you always want to pick higher. Number
Right.
one, that's the common sense thing to say. But number two, I don't know. There's a couple teams that moved ahead of them. Guys like maybe Jordan Addison, but more maybe Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
Michael Mayer, maybe guys that you're not interested in picking, but a team wants to pick them.
Right.
And maybe a little maneuvering. You can still maneuver. Maybe what's the Florida QB? Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson. Yeah.
Maybe he's a guy that's kind of sitting in that range that somebody like Tampa loses Brady and they're not going to go to the savior Kyle Trask. Then, maybe somebody Tampa wants to hop up over somebody to get Richardson.
Yeah.
Just a lot. I think they lost a sliver of something maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the 15th pick is more valuable than the 18th pick. The higher you go,
Right.
it's common sense. So if you're now at the 18th pick, it's not the same as the difference between 1 and 4.
Oh, no.
I mean, so
Right.
15 to 18. All right, yeah, okay. There's going to be 3 players that are no longer available that you could have chosen from.
Well, yes,
and I'm
sir.
okay with that at 18.
It's nothing like what happened to the Texans. I mean,
No.
I don't rule out the Bears being interested in a quarterback potentially. Me personally, look, Justin Fields is an outstanding athlete. He's not going to make it in this league long term because he can't pass the football consistently.
Well,
And he's not even.
I think he can if he has time. Their offensive line was so horrible. They don't have great receivers.
He
so
was sacked more than any
Yeah,
other quarterback in the NFL. I mean, at least through 16 games. I don't know
He didn't
what
play
happened.
yesterday.
Yeah, I know he didn't play yesterday, but I don't
Right.
know what happened with did Russell
Right.
Wilson get sacked?
probably at least once. He had 2 touchdown passes yesterday.
Did he? Yeah. So I mean, he was the second runner-up.
Right.
You think he could match Lamar Jackson?
No,
No.
See, I don't either. That's why I'm
but he
already.
can still be good.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that when you draft high like they do, this is when you go get your guy. They have the opportunity to take any player in the draft. I think quarterback's on the board for them. And I think the other thing with the Texans is that now the Colts can move up because there's no way the Texans would have ever traded with the Colts to get the number 1 pick. Now the Colts could maybe make a trade with the Bears to get Bryce Young
Right.
or a quarterback that they want over the Texans. I mean, I can't tell you, Stoney, I've known you a long time, and how Twitter's gotten you upset here this morning.
I'm fine.
And our listeners are, like Rob, are even concerned about you a little bit. If the Detroit Lions pulled a Houston Texans from yesterday, I'm not quite sure you're with us this morning.
Oh, I'd be here, but I'd be pissed. But I mean, I would understand it.
If you're the Texans and you need a franchise
Oh,
quarterback,
you would have
and
lost
you
your
went
mind.
for 2
I know.
and lost the
But
number 1 pick, I know you well enough to know that. I
You
honestly,
would have
Right. Well,
absolutely.
you might have
lost
went
your
to the
mind.
garage for the wrong
You
reason.
know what?
Maybe-
I would have shown up around 6:30 because I know the first half hour would have been the rant.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
But
yes.
explain to me.
I love getting
how
wins just as much as everybody else.
You should never
However,
I understand that Lovey was trying to protect his job, but maybe that's what actually cost him his job. But I think he probably knew before. What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm going to get fired anyway. I might as well go for it. Anyway, yeah, I would have probably been.
If he did that out of spite, if that's the reason, if that ever comes out,
as he should.
Good job,
His job
Bobby.
is to win games.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if it's the first or the 17th.
Exactly.